Welcome, everyone. My name is Sonya, Dudley, and I have my best friend, Helen Mcfadden, on the line tonight. And we're so excited to be sharing with you tonight our very first live Google Hangout. And we are going to be sharing with you a little bit about why we're so passionate and why we believe that Plexus has the best products and the best opportunity on the face of the earth. So I'm just going to start and just share my story with you, my quick story, and then I'm going to turn it over to Helen to share hers. So just let me go ahead and get started. I have been in Plexus for, actually it will be 4 years, September the 4th, and I live in Tennessee. And my best friend Helen lives in Nevada, and we met 20 plus years ago, I think 23, 24 years ago. And when she called me in September and said, okay, Sonya, we are going to do something called Plexus. It's network marketing, and I know we said we would never, ever, ever, ever do it again. However, this is different. This pink drink is supposed to help you with a lot of the things that ail you. And also, it is supposed to help with, she named all kinds of different things that it would help with, and she's going to share more in just a minute. And I said, you know, Helen, I've done network marketing for 20 plus years. I'm burnout, you're burnout. Why are we even looking at network marketing again? We swore we would never do it again. Very skeptical. Well, you know, I think I was at a time in my life, I was in my mid-40s, where, you know, it was like I suffered with so many health issues, so many struggles with weight management, that I was just at a place financially too. I was very desperate. And I said, you know, for basically no risk, we can try this. So we jumped in. I joined her on September the 4th. And I can tell you just that first week, what the products did for me was basically for me, and it's different for everyone, but it was very life-changing. And so with that said, it only took, you know, just a couple months, and I was able to go full-time Plexus and, you know, have that freedom that I had always longed for, the financial freedom and the time freedom and my health back that I had been wanting for years and years and years. So it has been dramatically life-changing, and I'm just excited tonight to share with you a little bit about the products and the opportunities. So Helen, I'm going to turn it over to you. I know we're on a time crunch, so take it away.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I always love hearing your story. Life-changing for sure. It's so divine just how Plexus really was brought into our lives. I say our lives because we started on the same day, but I had been in another network marketing company for many, many years, and would truly, truly believe, like Sonya said, that I got out in 2008, 9-ish, and I really, truly believed I would never enter the industry again. I was in my 40s trying to figure out what I wanted to be when I grew up, which is not a fun place to be, if any of you can relate to that. And so I had a lot of part-time jobs while I had this opportunity after leaving network marketing to take care of my aging parents. And one of my very favorite jobs that I had while I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for my plan B was I was a Weight Watcher leader. I had struggled with my weight all my life, and I made Lifetime back in 2005, and the opportunity came to be a leader. And it really is what I missed most about network marketing, was helping people reach goals, being a leader, and just really being passionate about helping people. And I related to them because I myself had struggled with my weight for most of my life. So it was a very divine day in September. Actually, it was in August of 2012. Really, it's 4 years this month, Sonya, that I came across the name of an old friend that I had been in network marketing with before, who lived out of state, and I had heard through the grapevine that she got out of network marketing as well. Just out of curiosity, wanted to see what she was up to. Quickly saw her Plexus Lexus and evening gowns and diamond Rolex watches, and I was like, she got back into network marketing, because that's kind of what network marketing rewards people with. Most jobs do not. And so I just quickly learned when I went to the website all about the pink drink that I'm going to share with you here in a couple minutes, the benefits of that and how many people I could help with that pink drink, and along with myself, who still suffered with carb and sugar cravings and 4 o'clock crashes and, you know, just getting tired and needing caffeine in the middle of the day, etc. So I just, you know, when I called Sonya, I just knew that I knew that I knew that I knew, even though we said we would never, ever, 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 ever do network marketing again. I had this overwhelming feeling. It was a total leap of faith, but it felt right, even though it went against everything we said, that Plexus was different. So I just want to share, and I want to thank all the guests who jumped on along with the ambassadors tonight, that we are going to close tonight with a little bit of information about our opportunity, simply because, you know, we are, what we call ourselves in Plexus is the whole package. We have amazing natural health supplements that are helping so many people feel better, and we just want to get the word out. Most people haven't heard of our company yet. We're not a household name yet, but with our explosive growth the last few years, we will be someday, but we still need to do our due diligence every day, and what I call spread the Plexus love. So like Sonya said, in September we joined, locked arms, and we rose to the top pretty quickly, off a lot having to do with the fact that we had been in just another company and had so much amazing training, and just really felt blessed to be able to share our knowledge with others. But Plexus was the vehicle that we knew could be it, and it absolutely has been. So I'm going to just kind of roll into about our product line. I'm going to share a few of our best-selling products with you, and then I'm going to have Sonya share a few more, and then we actually have some special guests that are going to jump on here shortly and share their testimonies. And that's always the funnest part of any type of Plexus event, is sharing testimonies, because that's what's built our company to have this explosive growth, is real people, real results. People don't want to be sold products. They just want to hear, does Plexus work? And we share the benefits of what it's done for our health with others, and that's how organically so many people have been able to grow such a successful business, because the products do what they say they're going to do. So our number one seller in Plexus is what's called the Triplex. And I'm so excited to share with those of you who have never heard of the Triplex before tonight, what exactly the Triplex is. You see, when you hear about people not feeling so hot these days, two of the top reasons they don't have everything to do with blood sugar balancing and poor gut health. If you've watched any kind of medical shows lately, or, you know, all the medical journals online, you can find so much information now about natural alternatives to synthetics that are like just kind of putting a Band-Aid on products. Well, we are not a Band-Aid company. We do not have products that we consider Band-Aids. They actually go to the root issue of why people aren't feeling so great these days, with a whole host of health issues, and they actually help to balance from the inside out and help people to feel so much better. So the first product that I'm going to talk about with the Triplex has to do with blood sugar balancing, and this is actually our flagship product in Plexus. It's also known fondly as the pink drink. So maybe you've seen your ambassador holding up a pink drink on Facebook, and you're just like, what the heck is in that pink drink? Well, I'll tell you, the first reason why it's pink is because it has beetroot extract in it, which has a whole host of health benefits. But really what this drink was originally designed to do was to help balance blood sugar. And through several other like benefits that we've discovered of having your blood sugar level on a consistent basis, has been keeping your blood sugar, cholesterol, and lipids at a healthy level. And it just, when you're balancing your sugar throughout the day, then in turn, you're not quite craving the unhealthy foods that you might be craving now, which was my problem. Even though I didn't have any what I consider to be blood sugar issues, I was never diagnosed with anything like that. That was what was responsible for my, at 4 o'clock every day, either needing a massive caffeine shot of something or a nap. And so with Plexus, it's a super easy product, and I love the simplicity of our Plexus Slim Drink. You just basically mix a little powder packet into a bottle of water daily. It's not a meal replacement. It has a blend, a synergistic blend of ingredients that you've probably heard of from various different, you know, like what I was talking about, the medical shows, etc. help our product to be so effective and amazing. So it's just a simple pink drink that you drink. You can do it before a meal. You can do it after a meal. Most people do it in the morning because they feel so good the rest of the day. And so this is our Plexus Slim, which helps naturally to balance out blood sugars throughout the day. And blood sugar, if you Google that, you're going to find it's related to so many health issues. Our next product in our triplex is called the BioCleanse. Now I have got a couple props and I'm going to show you, and I'm going to have all of you guess, what do you think BioCleanse has to do with? I'll give you a wild guess. And I have a male and a female tonight because guess what? Everybody poops. All right, I said it, the P word. It's usually Plexus, but tonight it's going to be poop. So the reason that is such a serious issue, in all seriousness, I know we can have fun with the pillows, and I like to fondly call them car washes. But truly, if you are not having bowel movements on a daily basis, or what I say, a healthy car wash, that can cause a whole host of other issues in your body. So what the BioCleanse does is it helps to detoxify your gastrointestinal tract. Let me hold that so you can see. And you just would follow the directions on the bottle, 1 to 2 capsules to start out with a day, depending on your car wash issue. But it has a whole host of vitamins and minerals, magnesium, which is a huge benefit. Most people are magnesium deficient. And it also has an oxygenation benefit for your blood. So this really helps with so many issues, but the most important one being happy, healthy car washes daily. I know that people can feel sluggish if they're not going to have one daily, and it can also disrupt metabolism in the body, and you can be eating everything right, but if your gastrointestinal tract is ridden with toxins, then it's very hard to ever absorb nutrients. So this is an amazing product that helps with your gut health. And then next, speaking of that, is the ProBio 5. I'll bet you if I could hear everybody that's on this product right now, and I said, could I get an amen for the Plexus ProBio 5, I would go deaf with the amens. This is an amazing product that is helping so many people with digestive issues. So know that this is a special product. It has 5 good probiotic strains, and it also has enzymes to break down food, and it has an antifungal to actually help rid your body of excess yeast. And there's so much that we know that has to do with that overgrowth in the body that can be very a lot of health issues related to that. If you Googled gut health and a lot of different health issues, you will find that being on a good probiotic, and most doctors are telling us, any patients now, they need to be on a good probiotic, but our ProBio 5 is truly a special product. I've had many medical professionals, pharmaceutical people talk about how this actually has so much more than just your everyday probiotic, and typically people have to find a lot of different products to get exactly what is in our ProBio. All right, let's see how I'm doing on time. I think I'm doing pretty good. Okay, so I just want to kind of recap before I turn it over to Sonya, because she's going to talk about a few more of our products. See, I like to call our product line small but mighty. We don't have a ton of products in Plexus, but the ones we do address the needs of the masses. And everything to do with improper blood sugar balance throughout the day, not leveled, and gut health. And 70% in the gut. So this is related to a lot of health issues because our immune system, many people call it, it's like our second brain. Our gut is our second brain. It is so important to have a strong immune system. I've seen a lot of posts going around on Facebook talking about back to school, and everybody's worried about a flu shot and doing all this and that. I promise y'all, if you want to take advantage of our 60-day money-back guarantee and get with your ambassador who invited you tonight to our Google Hangout and try the triplex, you will be amazed at how great you feel overall, what happens in your body when you are addressing those so important needs of your body. All right, so I'm going to turn it over back to Sonya, and she's going to share a few more products with you before we put our special guests on the screen.
Thank you, Helen. Good information. I love the triplex. In fact, you know, you were talking about the BioCleanse and the probiotic. When I added those two to my regimen, it was like I already felt amazing. You know, my energy level, my sleeping habits, where I used to feel like I was 60 or 70 years old, and you know, I started feeling like I was in my 20s again. But my insides, like everything started working correctly, and I did not realize how sick I was until how good I felt. And then I went, oh my goodness, like not going to the restroom but every so often sure does affect your entire body. Not taking a probiotic totally affects your immune system. And so a lot of the issues that show up on the outside of people, and people think it's something they need to treat topically or, you know, outward, it stems from the gut. So I love all the information on the triplex, so thank you. I'm going to talk about 4 of our amazing products. I'm going to just touch 1 minute on each product. So the first product I'm going to talk about is our block, and this is, oh my gosh, this is an amazing product, and I've got the catalog out because I don't want to miss anything. There's some really important factors that I want to talk about with the block. One is, the most important to me is that, you know, for me and for most Americans, we eat too many carbs. Even when we think we're careful, everything has sugar, even hidden sugars. So when we think we're doing good and we turn the package around and there's, you know, 18 sugars in something that we thought was basically no sugars, we need to figure out a way to block some of those, and that's what the block does. The block contains natural ingredients, and it works immediately. So right before you eat, you take 1 or 2 capsules, and it blocks up to 48% of carbs and sugar from your meal. 48%. That's huge. If you have issues with your sugar, this works 3 ways to maintain normal blood sugar. So it's huge if you have sugar issues. This is an amazing product. So I love the block. Take it almost daily, depending on what I'm eating. The next product I want to talk about is our newest product. And this product, oh my gosh, this product is like, I'm so excited. I don't know how many of you have ever taken an energy drink. I don't know all the names of them, but they're out there and they're everywhere. Well, you know, they're not that healthy because there's a lot of unhealthy ingredients in those. But our product, the Edge, it's not a drink, but it is a capsule, and I take 1 of these a day. I usually take it with breakfast or with lunch, but I always am careful that I take it with food. But the Edge, the biggest thing about this is 1/3 of adults say they do not have enough energy every day to perform normal activities. 1/3. I would veer to say that's a very correct figure. 85% of adults wake up tired. 85%. That's crazy. So most people are looking for caffeine or something to give them that boost. Well, with Edge, not only are you going to feel the energy, but it's a very healthy level energy that you don't crash from. Here's 3 things I want to say about it. You have sharper thinking. I will tell you, you have very clear thinking. That's one of the first things I noticed with it. It also enhances your concentration and focus. I've heard that testimony after testimony after testimony. And it also improves mood. And I've also heard that as well. I love this product. I think it's a fabulous addition to our product line. I love how we only have 15, 16 products in our entire product line. And every one of our products, like Helen said, they're not Band-Aid products, but they're truly products that are needed and that are needed by the masses and that truly make a difference. The next product I'm going to talk about is the X Factor. Let's see, how am I doing on time? Pretty good here. Got 2 minutes left. All right, X Factor. Okay, guys, let me tell you, I wasn't very excited a couple years ago when we got a vitamin. I thought, oh boy, it's a vitamin. Wow, yay, a vitamin, woohoo! But you know, the deal is, I have always taken vitamins. And the thing with when I've taken vitamins that I've noticed is I don't notice anything. Like I don't notice any change in the way I feel. I also notice when I go to the potty and I pee-pee, the pee-pee is yellow. And that has told me that the vitamins are going down the drain. So I love that when I go to the potty now, I don't notice any change in the color of my pee-pee. What's the proper word for pee-pee, really? So, all right, X Factor. Let me tell you why it's such an amazing vitamin. It is full of the highest quality of aloe vera. We have a patent on our aloe vera. What that causes the vitamins to do is it causes them to be absorbed into the body instead of excreted out. So some of them up to over 300% more of absorption. So when you are taking 2 of these a day, and I'll tell you they give me a lot of energy, so I cannot take them late in the day. I take them in the morning. But you will notice just the energy, how good you feel. But my lab work really proved that these vitamins work. My doctor was very impressed. It also has the New Zealand oh my gosh, y'all, I'm sorry. I've got 2 products here. One has, hold on. Yes, the black currant. This has the black currant, but the next product I'm going to talk about is just fabulous. This product right here, this was introduced when I joined Plexus in September. This product was introduced in November. Right, Helen? November? It was the fall.
Yeah.
And I added this product to my regimen because of some of the things that it can address. And I'm just going to turn to the page because we have to be very careful what we say about our products, stay very compliant. You know, Plexus does not claim to cure, prevent, or fix any disease. And so we do say that, we want to say that, but we can tell you that they have been life-changing for most of us. So with the Ease line, we have 3 products in the Ease line. We're going to talk about 2 of them. One is a cream and one is a capsule. And the reason that I take these and that I've always taken them is because they have ingredients called turmeric, bromelain, and y'all, I'm blank. I'm sorry. Helen, help me out.
The turmeric?
Serapeptase. That's the ingredient. That's not serapeptase. Yeah, and the green-lipped mussel. But the serapeptase is a huge protein enzyme that really, really works on things in your body. So is turmeric. But the green-lipped mussel has been the key ingredient in the product. And it helps with discomfort in your body. So for me, I had a lot of discomfort in my body, a lot, okay? This was something I dealt with for a couple of years, and it was severe. This product really, really made a difference in that. And so we keep like 3 bottles of the cream around, and I never run out of this because I love it that much. So when we have discomfort in our head, we take that instead of synthetic. So I just wanted to point out how important those products have been in my life. At this time, I want to turn it over to, and we do have Chris and Suzy on. We met Chris and Suzy a couple years ago in Plexus, and they are 2 of our very best friends in the business. And they are Diamond Ambassador, Emerald Ambassador, and they rock this company, and they are the real deal, and we love them so much. And I just wanted them to share their testimonies with you guys tonight. Hey guys, take over. I'm going to give you the mic.
Hey, how are you? Can you hear us okay?
We got you. You're on.
Hey, listen. Thank you so much for letting us get on tonight because we love to talk to you guys and we love to talk about Plexus.
It's our favorite subject.
It really is. So, hey, we're going to tell you a quick snapshot of our story, but first of all, I want you to know we are the poster children for anybody can do this, you guys.
That's
okay?
right.
We are absolutely the poster children. So, we know that you guys need to do this. But go ahead, Suzy. Why did we join Plexus, Suzy?
Well, okay, so 3 years ago, which I can't even believe because it's been the most fun 3 years of our lives now, but 3 years ago, I could not quit my Diet Dr. Pepper habit. I tried.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
I tried so hard for 4 years, on and off, on and off. I could never make it more than, I made it 30 days at a time. I was living, we've been married almost 24 years at the time.
Yes.
At the time, 21.
Yes.
And the healthier I got throughout the years, the more unhealthy he became. For this to make me mad.
Go run a marathon, and I would like sit in my like 26 hours straight, and
Yes.
she'd come out like, I'm going for a record.
Yeah.
Right.
So he basically would sabotage. One unhealthy habit was Diet Dr. Pepper. Well, I also had an eating habit, but we won't
It
go
wasn't
there.
just a habit; it was an addiction. Go ahead,
It's a little
Suzy.
bit of an addiction.
Okay.
I ate healthy. I exercised, taught fitness classes, and so every time I would get close to quitting, Dr. Pepper would buy me something.
I'm just being nice. I need somebody to stay down here with me in an unhealthy world.
So anyways, so the whole reason that we ordered Plexus was I had a friend quit her Dr. Pepper habit, and I told Chris, I go, I want to try this. I think there's something to this Plexus.
So
That's what I said.
literally, I had Suzy, and when you're married to one of the most healthy people in the world, it puts a lot of pressure if you're unhealthy. And so, like, Suzy would come home, and I do the shopping and the cooking, and so here she's saying she's going to do this Plexus thing, but then I remembered she had told me to try lots of other things, and I had failed at so many of them. Why not try a little pink drink on for size?
Well,
So-
I had never, on the record, I had never tried to tell him to do any kind of, we'd never done supplements. I had never taken a supplement
No.
in my life. I couldn't even remember to take a vitamin. I was like Sonya. I would take a vitamin occasionally. The only way I knew I took it was if my, what's the appropriate word, urine,
Right.
which I
Right.
like pee-pee better.
Let's go with
sounds
pee-pee.
better. But if my urine was really low, then you'd be like, oh, I guess I took my vitamin today. Yay me.
So I actually went on Facebook and I did a before and after picture. Of course, it was an hour before, and we had not even received our products yet. But that made perfect sense because once again, I had tried so many things and failed. I figured, what the heck? Let's add this to the list. So I'm poofing out my cheeks on Facebook and I go, Suzy says I'm going to drink this pink stuff and it's going to help me get healthy. And then I came back on an hour later and I'm like holding my face back and I'm like, you guys, she was totally right. This stuff is amazing. And like literally.
He was mocking me.
So here's what you have to know.
I'm used to it.
When the product started doing what they said they were going to do, my doctor's doing backflips over my lab work. I'm feeling fantastic. I got to tell y'all, it was not for any reason. We have 4 kids. We owned our own fishing company. If you had told us this was going to be a business, we would have told you we don't have time or interest in your business, right?
No, and we didn't really have a very good, feeling about multi-level marketing companies.
Yeah.
We thought they were like gold chains and, you know.
Yeah. And so, like, here's what's funny about that. Suzy's saying that. Had we known going into it that that's what it was, we probably would have had that same stigma about Plexus we had about other companies.
Right.
Now,
I clicked join Plexus because I'm cheap. I want a deal. I want wholesale. I want a deal. I use coupons. So that's the only reason that we clicked join Plexus because I knew it was the cheapest way to get the product.
right.
Yay.
And so here we are. Here's what I'm going to tell you guys, because most of y'all are watching. You could somebody just told you to click on this link and you know nothing. Here's the secret sauce as to why Plexus is wildly successful. We don't need a bunch of salespeople. What we need is messengers to get other people to try the products. And then when the products do what we say, they're going to get interested and tell other people. So there's like this natural snowball effect that happens with Plexus, right?
Yes, and this is what we've figured out in the 3 years now we've been doing this. Healthy people love Plexus because they love health. And we are a health company.
Right.
Unhealthy people love Plexus because our products are an easier pathway for them to become healthy.
Right.
Rich people love Plexus because they like to make money.
This is a true story.
Poor people like Plexus because they want to make money.
Right.
Everybody loves Plexus.
So the people
what we
who
figured
don't love Plexus, they only don't love Plexus because they don't know they're gonna love Plexus.
They just
so
don't know yet.
here's what you have to do, okay? We could give you all the details, but here comes the baby instead of the labor pains. In exactly 1 year, we went from being, I don't know, we had gone really broke in the mortgage business to making a decent income in the fishing industry to suddenly selling our fishing business 6 months later because our income was so insane that we were able to literally have complete freedom, both financial freedom and time freedom. And so as we're sitting here sharing with y'all, we don't have an ounce of motivation for telling you what's going on other than we want you to experience what the Lord put in our lives, and we feel obligated to tell other people about it, right?
Oh, yeah, that was the first thing I should have said. I prayed for years for 2 things. Him to want to be healthy.
Yes.
And the second thing was financial freedom, to not be in debt. And the Lord delivered with this little pink drink.
It is literally, and here's
Crazy.
what you have to understand. We're just getting started.
And we're having the most fun that we've ever had. We've gotten to go on more trips since we started Plexus than in our whole married life. We've met the most amazing people. Oh, look, my alarm's going off. I set an alarm because we like to talk.
Yes.
We've met the most amazing people, Sonya and Helen, two of our best friends in the world.
Yes.
We never have known, and that's times thousands. I don't even know how to explain it.
Right. So here's what's unique about this too. The culture and love and genuine concern for the well-being of people is like nothing you'll ever see. It is like literally, and that's what I have to get you to understand. Everyone tries to take, because we have our networking company, people lump us together and they go, well, I had this experience or I had that experience. Some of them good, most of them bad, but here's what it is with Plexus. You have this genuine concern and interest in helping people improve their lives. And so no matter what, we have people that grab and recognize the opportunity and they race to the top. We have other people that take it and they take a slow trek to the top. But ultimately, with consistent effort, this can change everything, right? Boom! I know.
We only went a little long. Sorry.
Only a little long, you guys. Sorry, we could talk with you guys all night.
No, it was awesome. You guys are amazing. That was so good. In fact, you said some things that I wanted to say, and I'm not going to have to say it, so I would rather have heard it from you, because I could listen to you two for days, because you're so, you know, you're the real deal. You're just genuine people. You know, what I've found about Plexus is that it's the most real people, like genuinely people who care about people. That's what I've loved about this business the most, and you two are the perfect examples of that, and two of my very best friends, as you know. And so thank you so much, and I'm just going to wrap it up with 2 or 3 minutes, and Helen is as well. So thank you so much for sharing, taking your time. Love you guys. Appreciate you.
Hey, love you too. Hey, we'll talk to y'all later.
All right. Thank you. Wow, they're amazing. And, you know, they said it all. I mean, I really wouldn't have to say anything else. I had written down a few points that I wanted to say that was part of the reason that I was so open to doing another one of these things. I had done one network marketing company for 17 years. So I was just really burnt out. I felt like, you know, I had to do inventory and parties, and I had that in my head that that's what it took to be successful in this kind of industry. So I remember going to bed many of nights with the financial stress on me. And I thought, I am not going to invest thousands of dollars to do one more of these things. And I remember telling Helen that I'm not going to do it. So when she said, you know, Sonya, it's only $34.95 to start. And she goes, yeah, $34.95. And I'm like, well, you know, I've wasted that many, many times just trying to get healthy, lose weight. I mean, I've done it all. I'm a member of every weight management club. I'm a lifetime member too, Helen, of Weight Watchers. So, you know, so when I started, what I realized was everywhere I was, I worked a full-time job. You know, I was busy working, commuting 45 miles to work, but it fit in the nooks and crannies of my life. It fit into work, church. Everywhere I was, people were asking me what I was doing. And I was hearing people talk about how unhealthy they were and this and that and the other. And I was excited and I was just sharing. And so that's how it happened for me. And we have a very unique comp plan that it's like profit sharing. Our comp plan encompasses profit sharing. And so it's such a unique setup that the biggest thing I saw, and I'll stop with this, I'm going to let Helen take over and close. But, you know, how do you know you're in the right company? Well, for me, when I was in other companies, and even when I made some money, I didn't have anyone on my team making consistent good money, ever. But with Plexus, what I noticed was from the very beginning, the opportunity was there for people to earn money. And I had many, many, many people, brand new, earning money. And I thought, this is good. This is different. And now, after almost 4 years, I have lots of people earning good money, great money, and crazy money. And that's how I know this is a very fair and unique compensation plan. So, Helen, I'm going to turn it over to you to close up. I know we're a couple minutes over what we wanted to be, so I'm going to let you take over there.
Well, and if any of the guests on tonight, if you've ever seen our income chart, which we're so proud of, we can put that income chart up to any other network company and we will blow them out of the water. And we can get really excited about the upper ranks. Sonya and I are diamond ambassadors. We've both re-entered. Both our husbands are emeralds. We've achieved huge success, and we are blessed and beyond measure and so, so, so grateful. But the most rewarding part we talk about often are the many, many countless people on our teams that are making an extra $200, $300, $400, $500 a month, $1,000 a month. That's life-changing money for most Americans. And so when I go back to what did I miss most about network marketing, it was being able to make a difference. But never did Sonya and I see, because we were in the same company, the magnitude of a difference you could make when you have the right products at the right time with the right compensation plan. So that's why we're so passionate. You can probably tell, and I'm sure you can tell that our guests are passionate, which we love them so much. So yes, when you join Plexus, you join a family. And it really became apparent when we were just in Las Vegas for our big convention this summer. And there was more than 10,000 people, right? Was there 12,000 this year?
Yeah, close to 12.
Close to 12,000 people, knowing that most of them are making that extra 100, 200, they're making their dreams come true. We see that. It's authentic, it's real, and the money's great, but the difference that we make in people's lives with these products, you cannot put into words. The text messages, the emails we get of people that feel that Plexus has changed their life in so many deep, profound ways. So we've got the friendships, we've got amazing people, we've got trips like Suzy and Chris said that you can earn. Sonya and I, we never earned another trip ever in the 16 plus years we were in that company together. And we are about to go on our 4th free trip to Hawaii next month. First class, unbelievable. They're adding a diamond trip this year. So, and then the other trips that we've earned in every fall, we can earn a leaders retreat. We've won that every year. Washington, D.C., Amelia Island. This year we're going to Dallas, Orlando. It's just endless. But so many people on our teams winning those trips as well, and going to Hawaii with us. I think the first year, Sonya, we had 4 or 5 people on our team join us, and now we'll have 60, 70 in our downline on our team going with us as well. And so here's just a few things. If you Sonya and I joined Plexus in our 40s, and I like to say, I think a lot of people, they stop dreaming when they have graduated high school, graduated college, they settle into their job, and so many people now we know are not happy in their jobs. They've made many career changes throughout their life, and they really stop dreaming and they end up settling. And here's what I want to say about Plexus. For $34.95, you can make a decision to see if this could change everything for you, your health, and potentially your wealth. It's actually our saying in our company, what if, I know you're probably all reading this backwards, but what if this could change everything? Do you lay awake at night worrying about retirement? How are you going to pay for your kids' college? You don't want them to graduate, right, with a huge student loan debt. Or do you take a family vacation every year on your 2 weeks or 3 weeks that you get every single year total, and you have to put it on a credit card? Or would you like to have company paid trips to amazing places like Hawaii? See, this can be the answer. And like Suzy and Chris said, so many people, they put us in a box and they think Plexus. I had somebody the other day say, well, I know Plexus isn't for me. And I know that she had no idea truly what it was, because she's never been to one of my events. I've never told her about the opportunity, and she doesn't know anyone else that sells it and shares Plexus but me. And I was thinking, but how do you know that? So what if we're different? I know we're all pretty extroverted, but Sonya, wouldn't you say we have so many introverted people on our team that just fell in love with these products? All of a sudden, they're teachers, nurses, homeschoolers, pastors. They don't want to sell a thing in their life. And suddenly they're at the top of their company because they found something they're passionate about, helping people. Yeah. So we like to just say, what if? And we encourage you to get back with your ambassador that invited you to this call tonight. We thank you so much for taking 40 minutes of your night tonight with us to learn more. You just never know unless you try. And I can promise you this, like Susie and Chris and Sonya have said, you won't find kinder people, more heart-filled, passionate, loving people than we've experienced in the 4 years that we've been in this company. It is a very, very special company, and we're not looking for salespeople. We're not looking for people that just want to get rich quick. We are looking for people who truly care about people and can fit into our culture because they have a servant's heart. So thank you again for joining us tonight, and we like to say, go Plexus. So Sonya, want to say it? 1, 2, 3. Go
Plexus.
Good night, everybody. God bless.
Good night.